We live? We live it. Welcome, everybody, to the Step Back Cross podcast. Today I'm going to be joined by my co-host. He's about joining in very, very soon. But guess it's a good time to introduce myself. My name is Josh. Ain't really much to say to be honest. But here we go. There he is right now. All right. So everybody get him in as soon as the server allows him to get in. All right, there we go. That's my co-host. His name is P. Don't Play. He's gonna be joining me. He's gonna be joining me in the background studio over here, and we just gonna be talking basketball. We're gonna be talking basketball. Playing games on like, we're just gonna be doing a lot of basketball content for the most part. And we love for you to tune in. We ain't gonna pump fake you like LeBron did just today,
Yeah,
and shit go
I'm
smooth
pump
over here
fake
in
the
this gym.
bad.
LeBron pump fake the fuck out of it. Let's just get right into that first. Hold on, let's get right into
Let's
that because what the hell?
let's get into that before we get into anything. Listen, man, LeBron had me all day. I'm just waiting. Next thing you know,
Right.
I just get a notification off of one of the apps on my phone, and it said this is LeBron's announcement. So I'm just, me, I just go look at it, decision or whatever. I go look at it. I see a commercial, an ad. I say, I know LeBron and just pump fake us like that. Like, no way. Yeah, he pump fake.
Literally, bro. Literally, bro. It felt like what you call it, the Snoop Dogg situation when he said he was gonna quit smoke, just for it to
Yeah,
be a commercial
just
for
for it.
what is it, some smokeless grill or something like that. And man, it's just
It's crazy. He got us
this is the
good. He
pump
pump
fake
fake
of a
good.
century, man.
That was a good one. That was a pump fake of the century, and it's crazy how he did us. Cause me being me, I'm thinking he really. I thought he was gonna renounce his retirement to let us know, like, so we can do the farewell tour.
Everybody
He-
did, man.
yeah, he got us.
Everybody did, bro, and nobody was ready. Nobody would have been ready for it, bro. And it's
Nah,
like,
nobody.
cause the retirement sounds like something that deserves like a decision type of segment, bro. Like, you
Yeah,
really made a decision segment for Hennessy? Really?
but yeah, he got us good. He got us good on that one. He got us good.
Like what? I don't know what he's like.
But getting off that
Look, he must
topic,
have been
like,
paid like half a mil for that shit. Cause I don't
yeah,
think he'll do that for like a few 10, 20 mil or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe he will. He's a cheap guy.
yeah, he got us good though. He got us good. But other than
Like,
that, like, what's your thoughts on this upcoming season though? Like, what you feeling like? First of all, what's your favorite team to like let the people know like who you riding with, who your team?
so I'm riding high as a Thunder fan right now. I'm still riding a championship wave. Do I think we're even gonna go back to back? I honestly think we can go deep, but I don't think we can do back to back and I can't make that decision until I see all the other teams. But as constructed as a roster, if I were to like look at it just from the rosters we have now, I wouldn't put too high of a hope on us going back to back, just because we still have a lot of vulnerabilities that we got lucky nobody capitalized on last playoffs. But I feel like this season we might be going into we're going to be going into tougher teams, tougher competition, and we might not have the same we might not be in the same situations that got us through last time. We almost lost to Indiana, we almost lost to Denver. Both of those
Yep,
teams gave us, a lot of hard work in order to do that. We only won Indiana because Halliburton got injured for the most part.
yep.
But
I can see that respect. Yeah,
mhm,
and honestly, to take on to what you're saying, that's a good question. That's really the main question of it all. Will OKC go back to back? And to kind of piggyback off of what you said, it's like I don't see them going back to back either because I feel like a lot of teams is gonna figure out their style of play now, which is kind of just
mhm,
Shea, Williams, and whoever strikes on from there. Like that's how they really was a team last year. Was more okay, SGA, J Dub, and whoever's gonna be the third option tonight. So I think a lot of teams figured
mhm,
out that. you guys are scrappy, but y'all vulnerable to y'all scrappiness because I feel like a lot of stuff they let y'all slide to, like a lot of fouls. I feel like y'all aggressive, but y'all over aggressive, if you know what I mean. So
We do be over aggressive sometimes. I mean, especially Lou Dort. That's like a best defender on the team, but he's like, he's like Patrick Beverly defense. He's like he'll stay in front of his man, but he gonna be arm shoving, he gonna be pushing,
yeah,
he gonna
so
be he gonna be drawing, he gonna be sitting very, very close on the line of is this a foul or is this a flagrant or something like that, you know?
yeah. So I don't, me personally, I don't think OKC goes back to back. I think they make another deep playoff run. They have another good season, but I don't think they go back.
I think we'll go
That's
far in the playoffs though. I still think we're top a
yeah,
lot of other teams in the West.
yeah. I think I
But
can go there.
my main concerns are still Denver because they still have Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. And right now, and I know it's the preseason, but from what I saw from Dallas, I'm a little worried about it. I'm a little worried about him. I can't lie. What I saw from Dallas the other night when they played, I forgot who they played against. It was
I think
just
they
last
play
night, but
OKC.
I think they played. No, they played us. Yeah, they were playing us. Yeah, yeah. And from what I saw in that, man, look, if they can get themselves together, like just get some games under the belt, man, nah, it's not gonna look to. It's not gonna be fun playing the Mavs, man. I'll tell you
That's a
that.
squad.
They got
Yeah,
length
that's
of
a squad.
defenders, and they got like multiple shooters out there that can just score from anywhere on the floor.
Yep, yep. That's another question I want to shift to too. I just really want to talk about just this upcoming season.
Hmm.
What's your expectations on Cooper? Like, how do you feel about Cooper? Like, I think he's that guy. Me personally,
Nah, he's that guy. No,
I
he's that
think he's
guy.
that guy.
Nah, from from what I've seen, this about to be one of the best players we've seen since
And I'm
probably
biased.
like in the draft since like Luca or something. And even that, I still think
Yeah,
he's better. He gonna be better than that. I think
and
he's
I
gonna
think he's gonna be.
be better than rookie Luca. I'd say we ain't seen something like this since KD. I'm so serious.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Honestly,
AD, Kyrie, Dame, not even Dame, sorry, but Zion, all these other names, Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons. Like I think Cooper Flag is ahead of all these guys at this stage of their careers.
yeah,
And this is gonna this is
yeah.
about to be a
I
generational
think
rookie season. I tell you.
I think he's the one. And I've been on him. I've been, matter of fact, it's crazy because I've been on Cooper Flag at like close to the end of 2021. I'm telling everybody, I'm like, what y'all know about this white boy from Maine? Like, I've been on Coop, and I think he's a go getter. I think he's a bucket. I think he's gonna. I
Yeah,
think he's a
nah.
bucket. I think his length and his size and his ability, how he can kind of play the game at his speed, his pace, play the game how he wants to play it, and he plus a big plus. He's very good defensively.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Yeah,
going to be.
no. Defensively, I'm so impressed. I saw a clip on Twitter actually of of the defense he was playing against us last night, man. And look, man, like besides the fact that he still has to get used to like the rotations and everything and where he's supposed to be position wise on defense, man, he could switch on anybody. He could switch on to anybody, bro. He is quick like
With
that. He has the
anybody.
length to stop to keep up with every drive, to block shots inside there. I think he had a nasty block on one of us sometime, one of our teammates in
Yeah, he
that
had a
game.
nasty block.
But
I seen that on Instagram. He had a nasty block. Nasty.
yeah, man.
Block.
He swatted that
Nasty.
shit, and they brought it down the other side for an AD lob. And it's like plays like that is what's going to make people have to worry about the Dallas Mavericks because they got offensive pieces, but those two defenders and AD and Cooper Flag holding it down there, um, that's really going. I think that's one of the difference makers they needed for the most part. Dallas. They've always been offensive heavy in terms of like their franchise's history of their teams, but
Yeah, I
defensively
think
they
I think
always
they
been
needed
kind
that
of medium
defensive
and
hump, and
lackluster.
yeah, and like you said, sorry to cut you off. Yeah, I think they needed that
No, you good?
defensive hump. I think they needed that defensive hump, and I think they got it with AD and Cooper. So I think, and as in what Nico was saying, the reason why he got rid of Luka for right now, I don't think it's going to pan out to that standpoint. But I think once you give
Mm.
Cooper Flag the will to take over and give him the will, I think the league in trouble because AD, he's like the trade off of my end. The trade was never bad off of you trading what you did. It's the fact you traded Luca.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like we're
Nah,
not gonna say you
yeah,
gotta.
it's the fact that it's Luca, man. Like, for my bad, bro, but that situation, I feel like this reality is the only reality where I could see that trade being justified, and where you have Luca
Does a
Doc,
you know what I'm
not Luca,
saying?
where you
Any
have
type of
Cooper
way, like
Flag and AD and D'Lo and out all them out there. This is the only reality because, man. Like, if they didn't get the number one pick and get Cooper Flag, just this roster
on
with
the
D'Lo,
work.
Kyrie, and AD, I don't think it would have been enough. But because
It,
they got a guy like Cooper Flag, who I think is it's gonna be a generational draft talent, bro.
I
Yeah,
think,
this is the only
yeah, I
situation
think
where
it
I
ended
could
up
say,
working
all
out.
right,
It kind of worked out.
y'all.
Still, it's still one of those Luca really, but it's like okay, by the trajectory that it's
Mm,
going now, it's looking like it worked out. You know what I'm saying? So for your
mm.
reasoning last year, it definitely didn't work out because but for how it's looking right now, it's kind of on that working out stage.
Yeah, it's working out right now. Like I said, this is just preseason, but I definitely expect Dallas to be somewhere in the top four of the standings this year. I don't think they're going to win the championship this year, but I think next year, I think if they do well this year, next year they're going to be 100% in contention for championships
Yep,
because
for sure.
if like Cooper Flag, if he develops even half as quickly as like Jason Tatum did, man, he's going to be he's going to be like he's going to be best player in the league, like
Yeah,
best player in the league.
yeah,
Same
that
league
man.
as Jokic and Giannis and them.
Yeah, he got super potential. Like I really like his potential.
Type shit. Hey, speaking of potential, my bad to change the subject. Speaking of potential, y'all see that nigga Wemby? Y'all see that dude Wemby out there? Yo,
Yeah, and it's crazy
yo.
because that's my fault to cut you off. That's a convo I always wanted to get into about with Wimby. I feel like Wimby put like talent wise and getting better. I don't really think there's a getting better for him, but I think once he puts everything together, it's not that much
Mm-hmm.
of a we can stop him. But I don't think he gets too much better. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he develops a clean post game or stuff like that. But I think if he puts his skills together and pan it out the
Mm-hmm.
way he's supposed to, yeah, he has potential to be that one. He already that one.
I think he already is. I think he already
That's what I'm.
has. I think this season he's really starting to put it together. From what I've seen, it may not be the craziest statistics, like statistically, but just from the plays I've seen, like him actually playing the game, yo, how's anybody gonna guard this guy? Like
That's what I'm saying.
I done seen him bring the ball up the court like a point guard, go in, cross someone up from the top, bro, and like in two steps from like he stepped one step in the 3 point line, in two steps, 1, 2, he's already dunking it over their 7 foot defender, bro. And
That's what
now
I'm saying.
and it's stuff like that that makes me like it's it makes me realize that like yo, a guy like Wemby, if he figures it out, bro, we're really gonna have to like we might like the NBA might really we're gonna have to change how we discuss basketball to be honest, bro, because
Yeah,
sometimes
really, really, yeah.
a
We're gonna
guy
have to.
like him
We're gonna
because a
have
guy
to.
like him you can't just say double. He can't just
And
say double or anything like that. You can't just you ain't gonna find. I mean, you could trade for Porzingis, I guess, to try to find someone to defend him 1 on 1. But
yeah,
at that
but
point, bro, you just gonna have to. He gonna have to be on a limited team in order to not win.
yeah. And the thing about it, if and the thing that's gonna make him 10 times better, if Wemby finds a way to actually be a defender and not just a rim protector,
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's the team I'm going to look out for this season for sure. Like the San
I
Antonio
think it
Spurs,
because
not to championships, but for yeah. You were saying though.
oh yeah, so it's like if he figures that out, because we know we done seen a couple times when he has to guard a real center, he kind of gets put in a blender.
Mm-hmm.
But if he learns how to actually go out there and guard and still be a rim protector, it's gonna be like the league's gonna be scary. It's gonna be hard to stop him, like because how do you stop him?
That's the thing, man. Like he already developing his 3 point shot pretty well. It's not the best. I don't even expect it from him, but the fact that he can do it is just another level. It's another thing the defense has to worry about. And Now he has a point guard in De'Aaron Fox who can actually set him up for plays, and instead of like he can actually see all the alley oops. Like it
Yeah.
for Wemby, man. This like we always knew the sky was the sky's the limit for him, but I think it's
Now,
beyond the sky's the limit. I think he can like make a new sky. I'm so serious to
yeah,
kind of
I
put it.
really do. I really do. As in him, not out there doing
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people they get discouraged with stats. A lot of people don't really watch with an eye test. So a lot of people gonna be looking at it like, oh, his stats are not to
Mm-hmm.
a part of what you
Mm-hmm.
would think, but to be the eye test to show what he's doing on the court that's making an impact.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he it ain't like it and watching him play, it's not like, especially this season. Like before, I could say in the other seasons, I could say like, okay, he's 7 foot like 4, 7'5", but he's still playing like he's 6'8" or six foot
You see
nine or
what I'm
something like that
saying?
with a lot of step back
That
jumpers.
was my problem
Now,
with him. Now,
now someone must have told him he was 7'5" because, like I said, bro, he was one step inside the 3-point line and took a 1-2 pivot step to dunk it into the basket, bro, from that
mhm,
far.
I
Someone
seen
reminded
it.
him he's 7 feet tall, bro, and it's gonna be he's gonna play in a way that's gonna have to make you go out of your traditional ways to defend him, to play
Yep,
against him,
yep,
because you
yep,
can't just like you can't just jump and block something like that, man. I don't know how to I don't even
yep.
know what I mean. Like the only saving grace he has is that for defenders at least is that he's like what 220, 230 or something like that. He's
Yeah,
still not that
so
much. He's
not
still not that much
big,
weight, so he
but
ain't shoving people around. But if he weaves through that stuff, you ain't stopping him.
it's go time, yeah. But that's a conversation for another day. We're gonna get back on the topic of Wimby. Now I want to really
Hmm.
just get into this next upcoming season. We can really start off with like the free agency moves. Like what free agency moves you can say that you personally like or anything. Like what's your free
Mm.
agency moves that you was looking at? I can say for me off the rip because I'm an Atlanta fan. So I love the pickup with Porzingis,
Porzingis
Alexander
and them.
Walker, Luke Kennard. I
Mhm.
forgot who else we grabbed. I like the draft pick kid from Georgia. I was watching him last year. He's a playmaker. He I think he's gonna have kind
Mhm.
of like the role of like how Jalen Johnson is. Like he's a big play,
Right.
like
Okay. Yeah.
big play. He's gonna bring the energy because he's a slam
Mhm.
dunker. Like he can catch that lob and it's beautiful. Got a decent midi. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but I think he's gonna be like that type of guy. Us bringing in Porzingis, that's amazing. That's a step up from Quick Capella, So that's an amazing move
Yeah.
bringing in a healthy Jalen Johnson back this season. Zachariah stepped up later than the end of the season, so he stepped up for us. Trey Young, he gonna do what he do. That's my favorite player, Trey Young, right there. He gonna do what he do. Um, we got CC been playing very good. Then, like I say, healthy Jalen Johnson. Then Dyson Daniels starting to form. Now we adding another defender to put next to Trey with a nice 3-point, comfortable 3-point shooter. I like our chances in
Mhm.
this East, especially with the East being deflated.
Yeah.
It
It's
is,
open.
with the
Exactly.
Tatum being down,
Yeah.
Halliburton out, no Dame, no
Exactly.
more
Besides
Bucks.
like Milwaukee
Yeah,
and New York, besides Milwaukee and New York, everybody else is open season to be honest.
it's really open
Even
season.
Cleveland.
It's kind of still open season with Milwaukee because we don't know how Giannis and Miles Turner gonna gel yet. We don't know if that's gonna be something
True.
good.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. That's another offseason pickup that happened. Number one offseason pickup I thought of was it wasn't off season, but like I consider it off season just because it's like one of those things that happened very late in the playoffs, like KD, Kevin Durant in Houston. I feel like this
That's a amazing move.
like I'm not saying this was his only chance, but this is definitely one of his last chances
Yeah,
to like
but what?
really
Yeah,
prove that
but
like yo, he can he could take a team far by himself. Like I'm
yeah,
talking like he's taking the team far. Not, oh, he has a great team, so he's gonna and KD's on it.
yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna go far. No, they're going far because of KD. But he's like 36, 37. I don't even think he wants to be doing that anymore, to be honest.
yeah.
I mean,
That
obviously, sure he wants to win, but I don't think he wants to like carry the team the way he tried to in OKC and everything.
exactly. That's where that Fred injury come in. That's why I'm kind of shaky on the Warriors. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, the Rockets because now
Houston,
that Fred
yeah.
injury plays a big part because now who plays your one?
He tore his
Plays
ACL, I think, or
guard.
something like that.
Can't have KD playing your guard. I love Thompson to him, but I don't think he's a pure guard. Like he can run the floor. I think he's too turnover prone. You gave up Jalen Green.
Yeah,
Now you got Reese. You can, I guess you could say Reese Shepard, but I love Reese Shepard. I love him. I've been loving him since Duke. But I don't think I mean Kentucky, but I don't think he's ready really either to step up and play that one position. It's how Fred played it. So they got a situation to figure out who's the one, who's the guard, how we playing offense and shit.
exactly. And this is where we're gonna have to see. I mean, I don't expect Houston to go far, especially. I mean, I expected them to be somewhat high up when Fred was healthy, but now that he's injured, yeah, I don't really see him getting much higher than like a fifth seed or anything.
Yeah, like a fifth,
Is
fourth,
from
they get lucky.
Exactly. I just wanted to see how KD is going to be doing in that situation. But another situation I'm looking at is, and what I saw last night actually was that situation in LA where they picked up DeAndre Ayton, and they picked up what's his name? What's the other kid that they picked up? I think he's a guard or something. Da, da,
The
da, da,
kid
da,
from the
da, da,
Kings,
da. Yeah, yeah.
Jake something. I forgot
No,
his last name.
I forgot exactly, but y'all know who I'm talking about though. He
Yeah,
I don't think it really added too much for them. I mean, like I said, it's all preseason, so it's not the most meaning in the world, but I ain't really I ain't really see too much out of, especially Aiton. I ain't really see too much out of Aiton
yeah. I
for the
haven't
Lakers
really
to feel
seen too
like they
much out
really
of
gotten
Aiden, but
anything.
he doesn't have to do too much. Just get rebounds and catch lobs. It's Luca and LeBron's
He
team
even
in
he,
mouth.
I mean, he caught lobs. He caught lobs, but he wasn't really grabbing that many rebounds. I don't even think he had double digits last night. But
Yeah, so
like I said,
I
preseason
don't know.
still
Yeah,
have.
that's one. But I like a pickup that I can say I like too to speak on. I like that. It's not really a pickup; it was a trade. But I love MPJ. I think Michael Porter Jr. is a great player. But I think you got
Yes.
something better in return. You got a all around player now. He can still kind of, you know what I'm saying. He's not as probably an effective or the best shooter as MPJ, but I think his defense and him actually doing other things on the court makes him more valuable to Denver than MPJ was.
Yeah, for the contract that he's on, I feel like he's nothing but a plus. That he's not even for the plus for the Nets right now, especially for the contract that he's on. He's gonna provide them shooting. He ain't gonna be their primary scorer or anything, but he's gonna provide them shooting and spacing, and like he could be a good second option, just a guy to give the ball to when like the offense is dead and you need like a
Yeah,
bucket or something. You could just give it to him and he'll either chuck it up or dribble chuck it up or something. I don't know, but he's gonna be nothing but positive for the Brooklyn Nets, but. The Brooklyn Nets, they ain't really gonna. They're fighting for play in spots, to be honest.
yeah. Who you think wins it all?
This year, uh, I don't know. Besides us, besides us, yeah, yeah. It's really us. It's really us, to be honest. I'm thinking about us, but like Denver still has it. I'm thinking about us,
That's
but
it.
Denver might still
Yeah,
have a
like
shot as well.
I'm thinking about. I don't know. I think the East is so much going on in the East. It's
It's
hard to pick
wide
the
open.
East team. It's so wide
It's
open.
wide open for the East.
I
I'm,
think
I'm,
Orlando got a shot with them picking up Desmond Bain. I think
yes.
Orlando got a shot.
Yes, Orlando got a shot. Look, man, they still been waiting on Jalen Suggs' jump leap, but you don't even have to wait for that anymore. Paolo
You don't
Banchero's
have to wait
taking
for that.
that
He,
next
you
step,
feel me?
man. I'm
You
telling
end
you,
up getting it. You end up getting
Banchero's
it for
taking that
longer.
next step.
You end up getting a big jump for longer.
hmm Yeah, man, exactly, bro. Like Orlando's really been secretly building something over the past 5 years or so that
Yeah,
people have really
they
kind of
built.
been
Yeah,
sleep on, bro.
that's
I ain't
they've
gonna
been
lie.
they've been they've been piecing together. That's one of those definitions right now. They
Exactly.
kind of really waiting on a process.
Exactly. I feel like we all just kind of overlooked it because they're the Magic. Like, they're Orlando Magic. Hey, they
But
picked
now
up
it's
Banchero,
mashing
but they're
now.
the Magic. But nah, they about to
Yeah, it's
show some
mashing
magic right
together
now.
now.
Yeah, I expect them to be high in the standings in the East, at least top five for the most part. Probably like a 4 seed, maybe a 4 or 5 seed, but I expect them to be in the playoff contention for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think they be in the
For the
playoff.
East as a whole, like I said, Milwaukee and New York, those are the main two I'm looking at. Even Cleveland, I'm not really too confident in, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'd say Milwaukee and New York.
let's speak on Cleveland for a second. Like, I love the Lonzo pickup. I don't like that Darius Garland's gonna be out for a while, but
Yeah,
I love the Lonzo pickup. I love it, but I
I'm
don't
shaky
know
on it.
how Cleveland as a whole. They disappointed me so much these last couple of years. It's like I don't know they how do you get over that hump, Cleveland? Like we don't watch y'all lose every year, and it's like y'all been a top dog. Like y'all wasn't supposed to go home the way y'all did last year, and I understand y'all was defeated,
Mm-mm.
but still, like I don't know, bro. Like I don't
Nah,
know how to feel about
nah.
them right.
Cleveland, they got all the Cleveland is the perfect paper team. Cleveland got a lot of good
Perfect,
items on
perfect on
paper.
paper.
Like you look at it, like if you were to look at it, even if you put everybody healthy, even Darius Garland, bro. Look, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, and I forgot their small forward. I forgot the small forward's name, but but no, I know he's a valuable player for the most part from what I saw in last playoffs last year.
DeAndre
But
Hunter.
DeAndre Hunter, yes. Dog, bro, that five should compete with any starting five in the NBA. I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
That should be
On
that's
paper.
one of
But
that
then,
should be probably on paper. That probably is the best starting five on paper.
literally, man. And then you see them go out there on the court, and it's like their first scrimmage together.
Yeah, it
You're
doesn't
looking at them,
replicate.
and they're taking turns. They're
Sometimes they
taking
look like
turns. They ain't really running a flow in offense and stuff. It's just
yeah,
kind of
like
loose
sometimes they look like they don't.
basketball a little bit. You know, literally, bro. Sometimes they kind of all just fall back and watch Donovan Mitchell go to work, and lots of teams do that. But what up? Yo, you still here audio wise? I think I can still hear you audio wise. Okay, yeah, I
You
can
can hear
still
me
hear you
now.
audio wise though.
Okay,
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah,
you can
yeah,
see me
nah.
now.
But let's keep going. Yeah, I can see you now. Yeah.
Okay,
Um, but regardless of that though, Cleveland, I don't see them. I don't see them in. I don't. They haven't really improved their roster too much. I don't really see them going much further than the second round again. To be honest, like I think they could still dunk on a lot of teams in the East, but it's not really. It's not really. I'm not scared of that. To be honest, I'm not scared of them at all.
yeah, I'm not scared.
If I'm New York,
I
I'm not scared. If I'm
like regular season.
Milwaukee, I'm
I
not
love
scared.
Cleveland. Yeah, regular season I love Cleveland, but playoff time is like I don't really fear Cleveland. Like
Let me pull up the standings. Let me pull up last year's standings. Last year they were number one in the whole East, man. And I thought they were actually going to go pretty far, to be honest. But here comes Indiana with the run of the century.
Indiana just comes out
But
of
I don't think
nowhere.
they're gonna really
Since
do.
yeah, like so, and it's crazy
Exactly.
because Cleveland was winning so much throughout the season, and they was doing their thing, and I was taking on the win every game, whatever, boom, boom, boom. That part of the standpoint, but when it comes playoff times, they don't have it put together.
Nah, I watched them. I remember watching last season when game I think it was game three or game four. It was at
And they
Cleveland's
blew
home.
the lead or something like that,
Uh,
right?
they were
They
doing
blew
so
the lead or
well,
something like it was
huh?
up, right?
Say it again. Yeah, exactly, bro. They were doing
Yeah, and I
so
was
well. I
watching the
think they were
game. They
up
blew the
20 or
lead.
something
Yeah,
like that at one point, bro. Then it's like they gave up on. It's like they not only like stopped taking the Indiana Pacers seriously. It's like they gave up on themselves, bro. I watched like five times in a row. They run the same play of Donovan passes to Donovan in the wing. Everybody cuts to one side. Donovan pick and roll with
They
Evan
came up
Mobley,
and so
and they scored twice on them. And the other three times was just a messed
yeah,
up
and they
play
gave
with
up.
it.
So
So I feel like they 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 don't I feel like they're not taking themselves seriously enough in order for me to see them as true threats of a contender. To be honest, I think they had a great run, but I think they
yeah,
achieved success too fast. So they didn't even know how to really act when the
yeah,
playoffs time came.
yeah. I think
It's almost like us and OKC in 2023, where we lost to Dallas in the second round
yeah, yeah.
because
I
we
think
was
I
like
was
the
number
top two
one
seed
seed
that
that time.
year. Yeah, in that season, yeah. But I knew we wasn't gonna win a championship that year just because I knew it was like our
Yeah,
first year. We had no experience. Any team with even a year of experience was gonna beat us that year.
yeah.
I'm
And then
glad we
y'all
got that
needed that
far
though,
though.
because it
But
got y'all to go win one the next year. So
yeah, exactly. I said I actually called our championship we just won. I called it back in October 2023 or something like that. I said, yeah, we're not winning this year, but we're gonna win next year. If we get far
yeah,
enough in the
that
playoffs,
was
we're
a
gonna
good
win
call
next year,
though.
man.
Them, hey, and it's crazy
But
because OKC they put it together. Like that's something that's really put together. Like
man,
and I
man, we're one of the I think we're the luckiest franchise in the league right now. I think, the Lakers, I mean, we can't be I mean, the Lakers is just scripted for the most part. They got the most they like they're just
yeah, that's
giving superstars
that's
just out of fucking
crazy.
nowhere. But OKC, man, yeah, but OKC, man, like this Lakers, how the fuck you about to lose LeBron? You get Luca, but whatever, bro. But OKC, man, we we like we're one of the like we could have picked any player from the Clippers roster to trade Paul George for, bro. We could have picked Lou Williams. We could have picked a whole bunch of players. We could have just gotten a whole bunch of the role
You picked
players. We kind of
Shane.
did, but like the fact that we picked Shea and he was gonna turn out
Yes.
like this, oh yeah, nah, nobody. And then anybody that
And the
said they
crazy
saw
thing
this coming
about
is
that
fucking lying.
trade
I don't care
is
what you
just
say,
how
bro.
that trade ended up working out for y'all. Like
Exactly, bro. Working out so well. We got all the picks with great. We got all the picks, all the cap space, great players to draft from with that stuff, bro. It's like, yo, one of the luckiest franchise. This is coming off drafting like three generational talents
yeah,
beforehand in KD, Russ, and Harden. I feel like OKC is like one of the luckiest franchises in the
hmm
league right now, to
yeah,
be honest.
yeah,
But this year, I mean, we could, like I said, we could go back to back this year, but we're definitely showed that we're
yeah. Y'all
definitely beatable.
beatable
We
for
showed that we're
sure.
definitely beatable. And hmm if someone takes advantage of that, if someone truly takes advantage of that, they can knock us off in the
Yeah,
playoffs, and they'll probably go far, to be honest. And my biggest scare is Denver. It's Denver. I'm more
just
scared of
having
Denver than any
Jokic on
other
your
team in the
team,
league, bro. I'm so
you
serious.
gotta. It just Jokic. He just. I don't know.
It's
He just
just
him.
nah.
He
He
just.
played
I ain't
bad,
gonna lie.
bro.
He
He
just him.
270 something pounds, bro. Just dominating, man.
How you feel about? How you feel about the Warriors
I don't know
picking
what it
up
is.
Al Horford?
Al Horford. So I was like, at first, I was like, this is the same energy as them picking up Chris Paul. Like they just picking up old wash people with a name to maybe do something. But then I saw the Lakers game, the Lakers Warriors game last night, and it's a great pickup for them, honestly. Like it's another passing big man that they can run their motion offense through
And I
outside of
think,
Draymond Green.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
watching
yeah,
Draymond. Hmm? I'm watching Draymond set a lot more off ball screens with Al
yeah,
Horford out there holding the ball now.
yeah. And then
I
what I
seen
like
that a
about
lot
that
last
pickup
night.
too, now you can put Draymond back at his true position of forward.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey man, shout out to Draymond for being like the mantle of being a small ball five. He's been a small ball five ever since they started putting him there
Yeah,
in
and he
2016,
kept
to
that,
be
and he
honest.
kept going with it,
But
and that's the thing about it. Like, and it's crazy because it be
you
so
know.
much Draymond slander, and it's like people don't understand the impact he has to that Warriors organization. Even when he do get his technicals
Mm-hmm.
and all that, like those
Mm-hmm.
are like you need those type of players on your team. Not saying every time he's right, but you need that type of energy on your team to let you know like we tough over here too. We got dogs too, like that dog mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Like we got a dog over here
And
that
he
can
that boy
fight you or
definitely a
something.
dog.
We got a dog that can
He
hit. Like,
definitely
nah, he brings the energy for the team. Like, cause to be honest, man, like Steph, I ain't saying he passive, but he quiet. He's just gonna
yeah,
get you on the court. He ain't really
he
gonna
gonna
do
have
too
his
much
moment where
talking,
he
man. Draymond's the one
tell you
doing all
night
the
night and
talking for
stuff
the
like
team.
that. But
Yeah, yeah, he go exactly. He ain't
he ain't
gonna
gonna
talk
rah
like
rah
yeah,
rah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he gonna
Exactly. He just
put you to
gonna go
sleep and all that. Yeah, so that's Curry game.
put
That's
his,
definitely Curry game
yeah.
right there. He don't really do too much. He quiet and chill. That's why you need to have that Draymond piece and all that there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So as for the Warriors as a whole, Al Horford piece is good for them, but I still don't like they're still gonna be like a mid-tier playoff team. Even with Jimmy Butler, I still think that their offense is pretty limited in what they can do outside of Steph Curry. They had a lot of looks where it was
Yeah,
like they ran out of
yeah.
options. Like they were running
That's
around,
it.
like they're passing the
And
ball around and
when
going through their
you've
motions,
seen
but
it
then
when
like
Curry went down,
mhm,
and it was like we limited on offense now. We don't have nothing. We just out here kind of freestyling. Really, like
yeah,
you seen it when Curry went down in that Minnesota series.
exactly.
You seen it like we limited on offense, and I just don't think Jimmy has that Miami Jimmy in him no more. Like I think he kind of like they say. I think he really lost his basketball. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Like I feel like it could be reignited,
it's
but
not.
it's definitely not ignited right now. Like I feel like but like we've been saying all stream, bro. Preseason, But yeah, he didn't really have that man. Even
That's no thing. He didn't
last
last to play.
playoffs, to be honest. Like like we seen Jimmy
We didn't
Butler, but
see
we ain't seen
Jimmy.
that
We didn't
Miami
see
Jimmy Butler
Jimmy.
that we knew
Yeah,
that
so
we saw in
it's
2023,
still kind
bro.
of with them. It's still like
Hmm.
we really don't know yet, kind of with them. So we still trying to see how all that's gonna go. Um, I think,
I
yeah, I
think
think
defensively
defensively
they're gonna
that
be
would be a
crazy
crazy
though.
unit
Defensively, I
defensively, and
saw.
even with Curry, little sneaky defense. Like, yeah, I think that's
Mm-hmm. Moses, I said, yeah, it was Moses, Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Al Horford. Like they got some length, like
some
they got some
defense
length on
too.
defense, man. They can really put some
Yeah, they
pressure on
got
a
they
lot of
yeah
offenses out there.
that's the key part about it too. They got length on defense and they have actual defensive engines on their team with Draymond, Al Horford, Jimmy Butler, Moses Moody. You see what I'm saying? They got them defensive stretchers
Mm-hmm.
out there. So and Gary, I'm forgetting about Gary Payne. The sec, you feel me?
And
So
Gary
they got a
Payton,
lot. They got
you're right,
a lot
yeah.
of length and a lot of defense out there. It's just what's going to happen offensively. Is it going to be put together like that? Because they can put it together offensively. They gonna get out the B team.
Yeah, they're gonna be if they get off defensively, they can still compete with anybody out there in the league, to be honest. We saw it in 2021 where they were like
Yeah.
21st in offense, but they were first in defense, or second in defense actually. Boston was first. But nah, like they shown that defense is I mean, defense still has always still won championships, but they shown that defense is something that they're never gonna try to skimp on, even if they don't have the greatest
But they
offensive
got one of
pieces.
the
As long as
best
they have Steph,
defensive.
bro, and they focus on defense,
They
I
got
still
one of the
feel like they
best
can do some
defensive
things.
IQ players, whatever you want to call it, ever. Like, as long as you got Draymond on that defense, it's just
You know what I mean?
so.
Yeah. Yeah, they're always going to be locked in on that, exactly. And now they got Jimmy and Al Horford to also add
With
more
adding
IQ to that
Jimmy.
defense,
So now you adding,
if you
like you
want to
say,
call it
Jimmy
that,
and Al Horford. Now you get really a full Jimmy Butler season with Draymond and Al Horford defensively. That's scary, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Barring injuries, they're going to be a top five defense in the league for sure. They're going to be a top five defense in the league. Is that going to get them far? second round maybe, but I think they're
Yeah,
still
I
gonna be
think
like a first round
second.
exit or something.
I think about second round.
Even fully
How you feel
healthy.
about Minnesota? Never really been a fan of
Minnesota,
Minnesota. I never been
I'm
big on
alright
them
on
really
them.
like that. I never really been even
Huh?
a fan of Minnesota. Like I don't. I like.
Yeah, they got players, they got a roster, but I ain't really scared of anybody over there. I mean, like they ain't really put it all together. Like Ant's developing and doing his thing as the number one option, but I don't really see all the other pieces like Randall and what's his name? That little Ford guy.
McDaniels.
Shoot, is it Nick Daniels? Is McDaniels? Yeah, McDaniels. Yeah. Um, yeah, McDaniels and Randall. I don't really see them
Yeah, and as
making
in the
up the
mean of
difference
making up differences.
for being like
Yeah,
second
Jalen
options or
McDaniels, he
anything
does
like
his
that.
little 1-2. He have his scoring nights. He have his nights, but I don't think as an offense, it just everything is. It's like everything is Ant. Like Ant has to keep this offense engine going.
Mm-hmm.
You see what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah, for the
So
most
I don't
part,
really know
yeah.
how I feel about Minnesota like that too much. I never really been out on Minnesota like that, really in the first place. So I don't really know how to feel too much about them. They didn't really make too much crazy free agency move. They just really re-signed key players. Rudy Gobert, he just
Yeah.
they're gonna be
Like they're
around.
gonna
Yeah,
be
they're gonna be around.
around.
They're gonna probably be that team who always. I think they just gonna always be that team who sneak a little upset in, then and there. How they always do make it to a couple conference final, but I don't think it's always. I don't think it's never gonna get fully completed for them to ever like win a chip, or for us to really take them serious when it comes
Exactly.
time to win a chip.
Exactly. Like they ain't going. I mean,
Yeah,
defensively
defensively they
they're
gonna
still gonna
always.
be up. Offensively, I
But
still
offensively,
think they're about the
I
same.
think it's just
Uh,
they just dare offensively.
6, 7, 8 seed for me.
Yeah, and
Maybe
that's
like
about
six,
my
seven,
range.
eight seed for me. I don't really see them doing
Six,
too much
7,
in the West right
be
now.
about there. Yeah. How you feel about
Mm,
Phoenix?
you know,
I think they still gonna be
Phoenix,
mid. I
Phoenix,
think they still gonna
Phoenix,
be mid.
man. They were saying, I remember, I think we need to bring back the free Devin
Definitely.
Booker movement, man. I think we need to bring that back, man, because what they doing over in Phoenix right now, man, like they got close to a championship in 2021 and they've just been going backwards and
That's the crazy
backwards
part about
every
it.
year
Ever since they
since,
got
bro.
there,
I don't know
they
what,
literally
they
been
have not
going
caught
backwards.
that
And
high yet.
Devin Booker been so loyal, but like you said, I think that free Devin Booker movement need to come back.
You know what I mean? They're like, bro, imagine if he was on like, bro, imagine him on the team like New
Just
York or
somewhere
something like
else.
that
I think
instead,
he
man.
needs to.
Like
I think he need to
that'd
get
be the
away
piece
from
they
that.
need.
Like, I don't think that environment is good right now. Like, I think they're going down a bad trajectory. Like, yeah, they made a couple
Hmm.
moves, a couple of little decent moves or whatever, blah, blah, but I think they're going down a bad path.
They're gonna blow it up soon. Like if that, like the contingency of their franchise rely depends on if Devin Booker wants to stay there. And the moment Devin Booker even is
They
questionable
blowing it up.
about the future of him in Phoenix, man,
Don't blow it up
they're gonna
ASAP.
blow it up. They're gonna blow it up. They're just gonna start trading everybody, and they gonna give Devin Booker the option. Do you want to be traded, or
They
where
gonna
do you want
blow
to
it
be
up.
traded to, or something like that?
They gonna
Because
blow it
they
up.
ain't gonna let him
Eventually, they
walk.
gonna blow it up, and I think that's what they need. I think either they need to blow it up or just really find something to put around Devin Booker. Like I think this Jalen Green and I guess this Dylan Brooks. I don't think they're nowhere near anything to bring for. I don't think you brought in
Nah.
at all over there. Like
Yeah. Yeah, they brought in Bradley Beal. I think he's still on the
Bradley Bill on the
roster. They
Clippers.
made some moves this offseason. I
Bradley
think
Bill.
he's still on the roster. Yeah, no, now he's on the Clippers. That's right. Yeah. Um, I'm about to get into the Clippers, but yeah, Phoenix.
I don't
Maybe
even think
they'll
they
fight
fight
for
for
play-in,
playing. I
bro,
don't
but I
even think they.
expect them to be in the
I don't
draft
even think they
lottery
fight
this
for
next
playing,
offseason,
bro.
man. Man, they in draft lottery. You locking them
I
for
think they
draft
got
lottery? Yeah, man, because they they ain't really
11
got
ter-
they got
11 ter-
nothing, bro. They really got
Yeah,
nothing else.
that
Like that
roster's
whole
terrible,
roster.
bro. I don't think it's good.
Yeah, everybody from that roster besides Booker from the finals roster, the
Everybody
2021
gone.
roster, everybody gone now. Now
And then you
everybody gone.
still gave up stuff to bring in when you
Hmm?
brought the build and that, all that extra stuff. So, mm. Oh,
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So then I said that Phoenix, man. I don't see them doing. I don't see them getting that far, to be honest, man. But you mentioned the Clippers before, though. Clippers now
I think it's never enough for them.
they gonna fight in the play. They gonna fight in the play
My
in.
bad to cut you off. I think it's
Was it?
never enough for them. I think they always get to that point where we feel like it's enough. It's just never enough for them. Like this happens what almost every year with the
Yeah,
Clippers, even
nah.
dating back
I
to
think
Chris Paul days. Like it's just we see the same thing. Clippers, Clippers, oh Clippers, Clippers, and it's just they never can pan out and do what they need to.
never enough. Like their
Yeah,
papers on
on paper,
roster be going dumb. Their papers
top
on
five
their
every
roster
year
on
on paper.
papers. Their roster on papers be going dumb, bro. Be going dumb, bro. Actual execution,
On
bro, to be the
paper,
most mid shit you've ever
like you
seen,
say, on
dog. I
paper,
swear.
they top five every year on paper. Just about.
In the actual shit, nah. Uh-uh. And now this year, like you said, bro, even though they got Ben Simmons, what's his name? They got Ben Simmons, they got Bradley Beal, James Harden, they still have Kawhi. I don't even know if he's gonna be playing, but they still have him. Uh, and they ain't gonna do much. They ain't doing anything. They might fight for the play-in, like I said, but they might also be in what do you call it content and what do you call it conversations,
Yeah,
like draft lottery conversations. You
I
know.
think the end of the year off last year it was a good year because you had all your components, as in a healthy Kawhi Leonard and a decent James Harden. But now with everything that's going on, I just
Hmm.
don't know how that organization, what they got going on right now as an organization.
No, I'm done. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, as an organization, they got a scandal to beat. As an organization, they just they feed they feed their players under the table apparently. So they got a whole
You got
situation
way other
they have
stuff
to take
going on
care of
right
over
now.
there. You know, you got too many other things going on that side. Besides that, other teams in my
How
what
you feel
other
about the
teams could we
Grizzlies?
even look at? Uh, Celtics and Pacers. I expect to be in the
Yeah,
draft
I kind of
lottery
feel the
this
same
year.
way.
Both of
Which
their
are
star
like,
players getting
especially the
injured and
Pacers,
everything.
like you lost Miles Turner, you lose a Halliburton injury. It's like how much
Hmm.
can Neesmith and Nimhard and Benner and Mathurin, how much can they step up?
And any of them do. Yeah, and I don't think the answer is going to be that much. I mean, they can step up and like average 20 something a game if they want to, but that ain't going to make a difference between them. Like the only difference that'll make is them being the 15th seed to like the
Yeah,
14th
like
seed. You know,
I don't see
it's not
I don't see
going,
that same
it's
energy
not
from
changing
last
shit
year.
in the game. You know. Mm-mm,
How you feel
nah,
about the Knicks?
not even close. Cause then the
For
Knicks,
sure.
they're gonna be a top three seed in the East. They're gonna be a top three seed in the East again, just because they feel like they have something to prove, and the East is a lot weaker than it was back
And they
than it
built
was
the
last
most
season
important part they was missing,
with
a bench. They built a
Dame and
bench.
Portland again, and they built a bench, man. They got unfortunately they lost Quentin Grimes, but they were able to pick up what was that guy's name?
Jordan
That point
Clarkson.
guard that they picked up. I was literally told about it earlier. Jordan Clarkson, yes. Yeah, they're able to pick up Jordan Clarkson, and it and from their roster perspective, they still got defense. They really only needed
Get a
they
score off
really
the
only
bench
needed to just
and get a
get
score off the
themselves
bench.
together as a team. They just need
Like, bro,
and they needed a scorer off the bench. They really did need like a second scorer in general to be honest. And even though Jordan Clarkson isn't like 28 game second scorer, he's his difference off the bench is enough for you for to carry the next through the second
Hmm.
quarter if they get down or something like
Exactly.
that, you know?
Exactly.
Like if um if they if Carl Anthony Town well, Carl Anthony Towns is gonna play the four this season, I assume.
Yeah, with
Again,
Mitchell
because
Robinson
Mitchell
being
Robinson's
healthy, yeah.
healthy. So if Mitchell Robinson and Carl Anthony Towns are able to work with each other off the on the floor again, because one of the biggest issues is that Carl Anthony Towns cannot
Hmm.
protect the rim for the life of him, and he was their center, and he was their center. So it didn't. They every time like people were just eating in that paint. But now that Mitchell Robinson's back, if Carl Anthony Towns can, work out that spacing with him out there on the floor, bro, I think yeah they're gonna be a top two seed because now their offense is gonna be too dynamic for any team to
Yep.
focus on
And
Jalen
Carl Anthony
Brunson and get
Towns, he
away
has to
with it.
find a way to stop fouling so much. I don't
Yeah,
know if
and
that's
that's
like
never
just
gonna
a
go away, man.
tendency
I
that
think that's
he
just kind
has,
of
but
how
he
he
fouls so
coordinates
much.
himself. Yeah, I think that's just kind of how he coordinates himself. Like, I think defensively, his feet just need so much work. He turns his hips too hard, and when he gets crossed, bro, that's when he starts using his arms to compensate for it. He just starts trying to hug the defender. He'll get blown by and start arm checking the defender slightly, and that'll lead to a foul. Swipe down. He'll swipe down when he doesn't need to swipe down on the drive, and that'll lead to a foul. He'll jump forward when he's supposed to jump straight up, and that'll lead to a foul. I think for Karl Anthony Towns, it's not athleticism; it's just how he coordinates
Yeah,
himself
it's just yeah,
that
like you said,
messes
I
him up
think
defensively.
it's how he coordinated himself. Like his movements is like they're bad. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like his movements
Yeah,
are bad.
defensively,
Like
I should say. Like offensively, they're great.
so I don't know. But I think New York definitely talked to Steve.
Nah, yeah. Mm-hmm. New York's gonna be a top three seed. New York's gonna be a top three seed. Probably number two if I had to guess. Number one, who do I think is gonna be number one seed in the
Probably
East?
New York.
Probably New
Honestly,
York.
that's what I was
Honestly,
just gonna
actually,
say.
I changed my answer. I think New York's gonna be the number one seed in the East, man. I mean, unless Cleveland wants to pump fake us again and take that spot, go ahead. I ain't threatened by them. They could win 70. They can go 74-8. I'm not threatened by them to be honest. But New York, yeah, I feel like they have the roster and talent to go to the number one seed and probably get to the NBA Finals like
Yeah,
they've
I
been
think I
trying to.
think I think for sure. I think for sure they can.
Man, a team that we've kind of slowly forgotten about over the years, man, is
Yeah, I was
Memphis,
just
the
wanted to
Memphis
bring them
Grizzlies,
up.
man.
How do you feel about them without Jaren Jackson for the first
Yeah,
little half of the season or whatever?
yeah. Well, I mean, it's the same thing. This the last time I saw them without Jaren Jackson. They got far, but it's the same issue they had before without Jaren Jackson. They're gonna have now without Jaren Jackson, bro. They ain't gonna have no defense inside, and their ability to switch is cut 75%, man. Like Jaren Jackson was able to switch on to anybody, so their defense was able to relax a lot more easily if they got caught on the screen. Now that he's not there, and I think it's Elijah, who's their center? Who was their center? I have to see, but um regardless though, I think it's nah. Regardless though, I don't think they're gonna be able to switch defensively as good as they used to. John Moran, I mean, he's still gonna give you like 20 something a game, like high 20s, mid to high 20s a game, but he ain't like he can only do so much on a roster like this. So a roster like this, they lost Desmond Bain. They still have Marcus Smart, but they ain't really got anything else to be honest. Not even like they got maybe one or two shooters that could shoot 38% from three or something like that, but they ain't really I don't think their motion is gonna be too much. They're just gonna have another season, to be honest. They're
I
about
feel
to just
like
have
with
another
John, I
season.
feel like he hasn't made that jump yet.
Yeah, honestly, man, I think the window for his jump is kind of closing, to be honest. I'll be real. He still has a chance, but I feel like The number one thing he'd have to improve now is shooting, and I think that's gonna improve regardless, just because of how his career trajectory has gone. But with John Morant, I mean, his athleticism, I think we've seen as athletic as he's going to get. We've seen him as athletic as he can get right now. He's 26, I think, 26 or 27. He uh he still got a lot of years to grow and develop, but his athleticism doesn't have a lot of more years to stay.
Yeah, I feel the same way about that too. Like
He
I feel
eventually
like
gonna have to.
his window is closing. It's either he make that jump now, or he's never gonna make it.
He gonna have to eventually slide into a more skillful role than athletic role. Like he gonna have to stop. He ain't gonna have. He gonna have to stop. Driving and flailing to dunk in the rim as much as he used to before because I think even right now, he not an injury, but like I think something might have happened that cut
Yeah,
his game
yeah,
early
I think something like that. Yeah,
this season or just last night. Yeah, he just sprained his ankle. Nothing crazy. He'll come back from that. But playing 82, I just want Jaw to play at least 70. I don't need him to play all
at
82. I just
least
need him to play
at
70 and
least
make it to the
70,
playoffs for the most part.
at least
And make it to the
make it to the
playoffs.
playoff.
If he can do that,
Go on one of those runs you had in
I feel like
22.
you can get something started with
He need
that.
to go on that run he had in like 22, 21.
Yeah. Yeah, when he was going up against Golden State and all that, averaging 39 in that series before he got injured. Yeah, nah, that John Morant, man, I don't want him to be a what if. So if he could just stay healthy, we can get that John Morant back, and maybe they could start doing something over in Memphis right now. But right now, Memphis is still just kind of trying to pick up back up where they left off at in 22 or 23, whatever that year
Yeah,
was that
that's what they
happened.
need to do for sure. For sure.
hmm
Really.
And then besides that, I mean, I think that's mostly the significant teams I'm looking at here. I mean, everybody else is just kind of, we know what they are. Oh,
Oh, that's a big
76ers too.
conversation.
That's true. I forgot about them because they were terrible. They were injured. They
They
were
got too
injured to
much
hell
going
last
on.
season. I still think even they got way. I don't. It's crazy because they got so much going on, but I have no idea
Nobody
what's
can
going
stay
on.
healthy.
I have no idea what's
I
going on.
I I,
Nobody's
I
staying
don't know how to
healthy.
feel about it. They got too much going on.
They got a
Way too much going on.
they got a lot going on. They got a lot going on. This man Embiid just needs to be healthy. I've been saying it for years though, man. I think like Zion in a less not as crazy as Zion, but to a lesser extent, bro, he needs to
Yeah,
lose
that's what
weight,
I
man.
think he needs to do.
He's like 275, 280, and most of his injuries be lower leg injuries, man. I feel like if he can at least cut down to 250, I'm not saying he got to be KD. If he could just cut down to 250, say Giannis weight or something like that. I ain't saying he has to be 2% body fat like Giannis, but at least cut the weight down, get some strain off your joints
Yeah,
and stuff.
because he
But because that's what's
yeah,
limiting
because
him,
that's what it
man.
really is. He
Injuries.
keep it, and it's like you said, it's all lower body like injury, knee, ankles. What you feel me? So I think he just needs to slim his body down and get his body right.
hmm You know what I mean? And it's like I thought I wouldn't see a body as fragile as AD's, but here I am looking
Yeah,
at Joel Embiid, man. It's like he can get injured this preseason. I don't think he's played in this preseason yet, but he can get injured in this preseason if just based off what we've seen before. It's not even like praying for his injury. It's just every time you get on the floor, you get
yeah.
injured very quickly. You're like
Then Paul
Kawhi.
George seems like he always goes down.
But when he's on the floor, bro,
Paul George always finds a way to get injured.
exactly. Paul George went down with Paul George went down with an injury that took him out for the entirety of last season. I think it was a torn ligament or something. But this season, even if both of them were completely healthy and played
I don't
78
trust
out of
him.
82 games last season, bro, I still think they wouldn't have gone there. I still don't trust him, bro. I still don't trust him. Like Paul George, man, My friend made my friend made this term up, bro. Paul George is like fool's gold. He looks like adding him to your roster is going do some is like y'all gonna do some damage with this with a player like Paul George on your roster. And then the
It
season
just
comes,
doesn't.
man, and like it's not like he's not doing the things you said he would do. He is like, dribbling and shooting and
It's just not the
averaging
same.
23 a game. But it's just a mountain
It
to
amounts
nothing.
to
It's just
nothing.
a mountain to nothing. It feels
So the
empty.
76,
It feels empty. It's
so they
like
got to really they the 76 got a lot to work on. I don't really know how I feel too much about them, but we'll see when the season kick off. But that's really like all the significant teams to really
yeah,
like get into.
that's really it. Yeah. hmm Yeah, that's really the significant teams to get into, to be honest. And what's his name? I mean, everybody else I feel like is gonna be in playing
Yeah,
contention or lottery for the
hybrid,
most part. I
you
mean,
know.
you got Kings, Trailblazers, Jazz, Pelicans. I mean, Zion could probably if Zion uses his new weight the way he's supposed to, if he says he feels like Duke
They
Zion
can go
again, maybe
somewhere,
they can
yeah, because
actually do something again.
Zion the
The
truth for sure.
Pelicans.
Zion that man.
Yeah, but everybody else though, like the Hornets with LaMelo, Raptors, Bulls, I feel like they're all just gonna be in the either draft lottery or playing contention, but they ain't really gonna
Yeah,
be that high. And so for the most part, this season we're just kind of looking at the Knicks, Denver, OKC for the most part. Dark horses is maybe Cleveland and what's the other team we said? Not Houston. Not Houston. Mad Dallas,
Dallas.
Dallas, Houston and Dallas. So I feel like yeah, this season's kind of more open. This season kind of feels a lot more open than even the last few
Yeah,
seasons, which kind of felt
feels
open myself. And well, at least
this
I
one
felt like they
feels
were
open.
open.
So
This one feel like whichever team takes this one feels more so. There's a team. This it's not necessarily there's a team to beat. It's more
any team is
so
beatable, really.
who can
Who
take
can take
advantage
advantage of all the
best. Yeah, who
situations
can
that's
take
going
advantage? Who can
on
take the most
right now?
advantages? Who can take best advantage of the situations they're in? Exactly. So right now they going. I mean, we're just gonna see how the NBA season goes. I'm still rooting for my OKC team. I don't mind if we go back to
Yeah, I'm
back. I'm
rooting for
ecstatic.
Atlanta, so
I'm
you know how
ecstatic.
that goes.
Never would have thought I
I'm rooting
got this
for Atlanta,
position.
so
Man.
but
Feel on that, man.
that's really our
Shoot.
off season slash predictions slash just what's going on right now in the NBA. So
hmm
that was your boy. It was your boy P and Josh. That was our first video, so
hmm
this will probably be out soon. I don't know when y'all gonna see this. Summer League probably started by time Summer League has started, my bad, when by the time y'all see this. So um we'll see y'all soon. We'll see y'all again. Another episode probably gonna drop in the 2, 3
hmm
days. This our first video. Y'all like, subscribe, share, all that. Get us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all of that should be Step Back Cross. Instagram, it got an underscore. On Twitter, TikTok, it's Step Back Cross 26 all together. Y'all share, subscribe, and just be ready for more basketball content. We just starting, so y'all be ready for more. This your boy P, that's your boy Josh. So we'll see y'all later. Peace.
All right.
Free
Free
Devin
Devin
Booker.
Booker.